What's up, YouTube?
This is Damon J.
This is the morning drive. My heater is super loud, and we're going to talk about scientific research and the problem with people jumping on fucking shit too soon. There's this new report going around that was done at Brown University saying that people who have used creatine and androstenedione when they were in their teenage years are much more likely to get testicular cancer. First of all, if anybody cared to read the article, which it seems pretty clear that nobody cared to even fucking read it, is that the research wasn't done. And this happens so many times with scientific research. This is why science gets such a bad name. Science gets a bad name because people immediately publish these things when the study's not done. So now we have a study that's not done, and the number is so low that it could be attributed to much more things. There's a lot more stuff going on in our world now. Because it basically said that, I think it said between the 80s, or maybe it was even later than that, in the 50s and now, there's been like a 2.6% increase in males who get testicular cancer, and they're trying to pinpoint that to creatine and androstenedione. So, I think it's funny because there's so many more things in the world right now. Just in general, there's just so many things out there that could be harmful to you. That it's interesting that they pinpointed it straight to that, and they're saying that that's why we need harder restrictions on the FDA, because they let things sit out there too long. Here's a newsflash for you: creatine has been around since the fucking 80s. Androstenedione is a lot harder to get a hold of than you would think. So it's interesting to me that they put these out there. I mean, I see it all the time where they do these studies, and it's unfortunate. It's like, go on the internet right now and look up why squats are bad for you, and you're gonna find 10-20 articles of people who tell you why squats are bad. Okay, there's going to be research that they do on it, and they're going to say things like this. They're going to say, from the 100 people that we tested, the 50 people who did do squats compared to the 50 people who didn't do squats were much more likely to catch a knee injury. There's a joke that Bill Burr tells in his fucking in his comedy act that says that if you get a pool in your backyard, you're much more likely to fucking drown in a pool because you have one in your backyard. So, yeah, of course, your risk goes up for anything. Now, I do a lot of squats. There's nothing wrong with my fucking knees, knock on wood. Okay, there's nothing wrong with them. I go heavy, I go fucking hard, and I do it at least once a week. Okay, and if I'm not doing that kind of leg workout, I'm doing something that's very fucking taxing on the body as a whole. So, yes, you know, any fitness model is going to tell you that there is a certain amount of risk and reward. Anything physical that you do is going to put your body in harm's way, period. Whether it's bench press, whether it's running, whether it's swimming, whatever you do, it's putting your body at risk. So you have to have a proper warm-up, you have to have the proper this, you have to have a proper that. All right? So when you're talking about things, I mean, sure, maybe you have found that there is a mild correlation between the two, but first of all, finish the study. Finish the study at Brown University before Harvard finishes it for you, like they do everything else, right? Finish your fucking research before you publish this stuff, because you're gonna freak a bunch of people out. Not one, and the second thing is you're gonna give fucking fat people ammo to not fucking work out. Like, every time there's a study like this that comes out, I'll have fucking 10 fat people on my fucking page post the shit. Like, see, that's why. I guarantee there's some fucking guy at my work right now laughing because he thinks, first of all, that creatine raises your aggression rate. Which, here's a news flash for you, is that creatine is automatically made in your body anyway. So, if that's the case, then we're all aggressive, which is also true. We're all naturally aggressive people, I believe. I told my fucking philosophy teacher that. He didn't like that at all. But I said I think that we're all naturally aggressive, that we all would push, will protect what is ours. That is part of the fight or flight. And you are cornered, you are going to fight. Doesn't matter who you are. So I think it's a little bit ridiculous that we jump on these things so fast, just so quickly. It's just ridiculous. We need to start looking into research more, because like when I worked at the National Institutes of Health, when I worked in that building, they did a lot of studies, and they would always have these studies on energy drinks and things like that nature. I want you guys to realize that before man started making products, we were just eating shit. Okay, we were just eating a bunch of stuff, and it's funny because it's like, of course these things can't be good for us. It is a concentrated form of the things that we used to have. So like even coffee these days, I'm sure there's some negative effects to certain coffees that you drink, especially you girls who are always drinking at fucking Starbucks while wearing your Ugg boots. That was too easy. That was an easy cliche. But anyway, you know, there's tons of things out there that are going to kill you because they're things that you didn't have all the time. You know, our bodies are constantly evolving, and they're evolving by the stuff that's around us. And I agree that there's a lot of things that need research, and perhaps this is one of them. But you know, when you're talking about a raise in 2% of people over a group that you've studied, you know, I wonder what the people are. He even said that whites are more prone to it. So I don't know, man. A lot of whites go to Brown University too, so which is funny. Whites going to a Brown University. I go to a Brown University. It was called UNM. Tons of brown people there. I don't think they were doing that research though. I think they were more in the field of marijuana. God damn it! I lose fans every time I say shit like that. Anyway, just do research on the research, because I guarantee there's going to be a couple months from now, Harvard or somebody will have a conflicting argument. They'll be, oh well, actually, it's the increased testosterone production in your body from doing squats that's doing it, or something. You know, it'll be something of that fucking nature that'll be there. P.S. I wanted to call this video Pimples McGillicuddy 2. I've been breaking out a lot, dude. I've been using this same, this facial cleanser that's been making it better, but like every once in a while, I get these fucking crazy breakouts. Like I got like a trail across my face. It's like a fucking track mark of fucking pimples or something. Like I've been injecting my face with fucking dog shit or something. But anyway, maybe this will be Pimples McGillicuddy 2 Electric Boogaloo, and how fast I get them is like turbo. That was dumb. I guarantee fucking it doesn't matter how dumb the joke is. I feel like my buddy Justin would be laughing right now. Like, oh, he's fucking hilarious. Like, I'm really nuts. But anyway, yeah, research, guys. Just proper research for these things, and look it up, because there's so many fucking benefits to working out. And like creatine to me has been more of a staple of my recovery now, because people use it to build muscle, but really it has recovery benefits to it too. So I use it mostly at night before I go to bed. I use that with a couple scoops of glutamine, and I'm sure if they did a study on glutamine use every night, that would probably raise some suspicions also. So are you going to take creatine out of everything? Because it's in everything. I mean, you can pick up a Monster drink right now and it has creatine in it. So watch your ball cancer. And that's funny that I said that, because I bet you there's a bunch of fucking fat fucks who are posting that scene and say, see, that's why I don't work out. Yet they're probably drinking the Monster that has creatine in it and not knowing that they're fucking doing the same thing to themselves that they say that everybody else is. So it's just fucking ironic to me. It gives science a bad name. I mean, that's the reason why people like the hillbillies don't trust science because science is always telling them shit like that. It's always feeding them one thing and then giving them another. Science is actually very good when it's applied correctly because science is based on fact. It's based on realism. Okay, science is supposed to be that way. What happens is that it's just like any other thing. People will start to fucking jump to conclusions on shit, and that's what happens. That's exactly what happened. There's this unfinished study about fucking creatine and testicular cancer. Some fucking D-bag fucking released it before it was fucking done, before the study was done, and this is what we have. This is what we have. We have a bunch of fucking people freaking the fuck out over something that is possibly not harmful. And I'm not saying that it's not. Just because I use creatine, because I still use it every fucking day. It's not gonna fucking keep me from doing it. Plus, it said it was the younger teenage years were more prone to it. I imagine, you know what? I imagine it would be too. Why wouldn't it be? I mean, it tells you on a lot of these bottles that you shouldn't be using this stuff because your body is automatically getting strong and just, you know, racing with fucking testosterone when you're younger. So for you to be using supplements anyway, you know, read a lot of the sites like androstenedione. You're using androstenedione and you're a fucking teenager? Like, what are you fucking thinking? Like, your body has so much testosterone in it right now that every time a girl even says anything that's remotely like pussy around you, your fucking wiener's gonna get hard because of all the fucking testosterone flowing through your body. So it's probably got some fucking facts rooted into it for these younger guys who are fucking using this stuff when their body doesn't need it yet. You know, that's always been my personal, you know, belief on it. I mean, now I guarantee there are some people out there who have low test, who have low this, who have low that, who need the boost. But to me personally, I just think that, you know, I see a lot of guys at the gym with shitty form when I used to go to the meathead gym. With a lot of dudes with shitty form, and you know, just you could tell they're just coursing with testosterone. And I'm like, man, these kids would settle their asses and get some fucking good form, they'd be fucking huge. Like, I would be huge. I wish I started at that fucking young an age. Like, I tried working out here and there when I was like between 19 and 20. I would go for like 2 weeks and then just get fucking bored. You know, I was just like every other fucking teenager where it was, you know, it wasn't easy to build that routine around. So now that I'm older and I have like a legit routine behind it, it's different. It's different. So I wish, you know, like I said, I wish I could go back, but you can't go back. So when it comes to those things, guys, please just fuck it. Before you start posting, especially scientific stuff, make sure that there's enough roots and fact in it. It's kind of like marijuana. Like when marijuana was a thing back in the day, we had all these negative studies about it. Now look at all the health benefits they're finding out of marijuana. Like, it's just profound. What's funny to me is that, you know, that's usually the excuse for people wanting to legalize it. So I mean, there's a benefit to drinking wine every night. There's a benefit to drinking wine every night. But, you know, wine is the reason why most of these fucking high school kids are alcoholic. They're not slamming wine. You know, they're slamming fucking Jägermeister, which, while it has not been proven that Jägermeister will cause testicular cancer, it will cause you to have your balls played with. So, I guess the balls are in that equation. I don't know. That was fucking silly. But anyway, yeah, so, like, scientific facts, let's wait till they're facts. You know, let's not wait while they're doing the study. You know, there are certain things that are absolute facts that can be proved through science. And like I said, it gives science a bad name when people fucking jump on shit like this. And it gives fat people an excuse to fucking fit shame. Because I always say that. People don't see it from that light, but it's true. Fat people fit shame people. I have another video about it where I fucking rant about how they fucking fit shame people. It's just a fucking fact. Anytime somebody has something that somebody doesn't have, they're gonna fucking talk shit about them. That's just the world. That's just the world we live in. It doesn't matter. We hate rich people for one thing. We had this kid in class who said that everybody should be equal, and at the same time they said that people who are rich should pay more taxes. And I'm like, well, that kind of goes against what you said. And then when I explained it, I became the bad guy. Because basically how I explained it was, is I said, so you work hard, you create a business, you start paying other people, you start paying people to make your business, then you start paying the upkeep, then you start paying this, then you start paying that. You're paying out all this money in the beginning. Then all of a sudden you turn a profit and you start making tons of money, tons more money than you've ever made before. You're still paying employees, you're still fucking paying taxes, you're still doing all those things. But now that you make more money, you want to have the government take more money from you after you've sweat and toiled and created that for yourself. Is that what you want? And she was just like, huh. And I was like, yeah, huh, because that's exactly what the fuck it is. It's a big old huh, because what you said first conflicted with what you believed second. People believe what's right for them, what they think is good for them. So like I said, people will fucking fit shame you. They will fucking talk about you when they don't have something that you have. It doesn't matter. If they see you walking with a pretty girl, they're gonna fucking tell the pretty girl things about you or spread rumors about you. It's a fact of life. It's a fact of life. And then it may not be on such a high school level as you get older, but as you do get older, it just changes. The face changes, but the fucking game is the same. It's the exact same fucking game. So, please, people, pay attention, listen, don't get dragged into shit. Science is a good thing. Science has always been a good thing. It will continue being a good thing. I understand that there are people out there who live by reason, and there's people out there who live by faith. And there's nothing wrong with either one, but there's something wrong with jumping on what you think the interpretation is. Just like in faith, when you believe a certain thing and you jump on certain interpretations in certain ways, that's what starts wars. When you do that with science, that's what starts fucking problems with science. That's why people start rejecting it. So just a mini rant of that shit. As usual, you can follow me at Damien J on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. I've been getting a lot more ads lately. For those of you who are following me because of Fitbit, you can still add me to Fitbit, DamienJ@gmail. I have a lot of fucking Fitbit followers. It is crazy. A lot of fucking friends on Fitbit. Try not to creep out the girls on there, okay? I know some pretty girls, and maybe that's why people are adding. Maybe I should stop saying that there's pretty girls on my fucking Fitbit. I think that's the only reason why they're adding me, so they can stalk these ladies. Follow me on Fitbit, and Facebook, my Facebook page. Definitely check out my Facebook page. If you like shows like this, where people just fucking rant and bullshit, definitely check out Bill Burr's Monday Morning Podcast. He also has a Thursday Monday Morning Podcast. That's what the name is. I'm not saying something weird. That's actually what the name is. Go check that out. I love Bill Burr's comedy, and it's a nice way to get a taste inside of the mind of him. It was funny. I was listening to him yesterday, and he was talking about his Bruins, but then he started talking about all the teams that he roots for. He's a funny dude because he has no loyalty in teams. Like, he has a lot of loyalty towards his Boston teams, but he's fun because he's one of those guys where, like, I could never be this guy. I think I used to be this guy, and then I got really serious about my favorite teams. But he likes to go for the underdog. So no matter what teams are playing, he can enjoy that game. He can go to any, like, he's one of those dudes where if he got free tickets, he would enjoy the fuck out of the game. He'd be like, okay, who's better? Okay, I'm going for the guy that sucks. Like, I think he's got a great mindset on life. So listening to him rant about sports and stuff, and he was ranting about Pete Rose yesterday. Just some good stuff. Or yesterday, Monday. I didn't get to listen to it until yesterday. So definitely check that out because that's a lot of fun. And that's it. That's the morning drive, you guys. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them below. If you've been checking out that article and it's been pissing you off too, let me know. If you agree with the article, drop a comment. Anybody who's ever wrote a comment to me has been answered, even if it's been a bad comment. I'll answer you. I don't care. I might even do an extra video about you if you're big enough of a prick. So, or if you have something good to say, because I've read mail before on here. So, people have sent me mail. So, please subscribe, and thanks for riding with me.